Now, politics, policy, and public preparations are interconnected pillars of governance and national development. Politics provide the framework through which leaders are elected and public decisions are made. Policy, on the other hand, translates political promises into concrete government actions, while public preparations ensure that citizens are informed, now, equipped and also actively involved in implementing and benefiting from these policies. Now, recall I said they are interconnected. Now, politics, policy, and public preparations are indispensable to effective governance and national development. Political leadership provides direction. Public policy transforms vision into action, and public preparations ensure citizens are informed and actively engaged, fostering stronger connections among politics. Sound policy making and informed public participation remains a critical pathway towards good governance and national progress. Tonight on kORERO, we'll look into politics, policy, and public preparations ahead of the 2027 general elections. And joining me on this table tonight is Honorable FREDERICK, NDP presidential candidate. It's a delight to have you join me on kORERO. Good evening, Honorable Ada.
Good evening. Thank you for having me here.
All right. So let's even begin the conversation by first getting you to help us clarify basic issues. The first clarification we need is going by the name of your political party, the NDP. Is the NDP an affiliation of the NDP, which is the party by Albert Macaulay in 1922? Does he have any affiliation? Let's even begin the conversation from there.
No, this NDP is a party, a political party that just came on board into the political limelight of Nigeria, and we're newly registered. We are not affiliated with any political party. We came as a political party to set a space to win elections like every other party and to deliver good government to Nigeria.
Well, let's even talk about there's a narrative right now, which is what we even want clarification on the other hand. The other narrative right now is that the NDP is an offshoot of the People's Democratic Party, and it is owned by the likes of Nyesom Wike and Sandy Ono, who are right now in the People's Democratic Party. Help us even understand, is the NDP affiliated or associated with the FCT minister?
No. The story is false. There's no iota of truth to that story. NDP is formed by me. I am the one who started NDP, get everybody involved, because I have a structure. I have a political structure that we have been working in the past. The structure is known all over Nigeria. It's called Word to Word. And we started as a kind of NGO. So from there, because of the hunger to see Nigeria get better, we decided that, okay, we have to have a structure across the country, down to the ward and to the polling unit. And so from there, we grew up to very large number of supporters. I think outside the PDP then, because we were affiliated to PDP. Outside the PDP itself, my structure has one of the largest followership in the party then. And I never joined anybody like a kind of align ourselves to a specific politician. We have always been independently working as a group and as an NGO also. And we brought ourselves this far, by our hard work. So we have never had any big name for say, trying to get us to register a political party for them, because the work is not even easy. So I don't think anybody is behind, the National Democratic Party. It's God that is behind National Democratic Party.
Well, looking at the dynamics of the Nigerian political space right now, it tends to be a male-dominated space, largely.
Yes.
Now, if we go by the statistics of number of female presidential candidates that we've had from 2017, where we had Mojisola Obasanjo coming out as the first presidential candidate to contest in that election till date, the number of female presidential candidates tends to dwindle. But then help us understand, you are a presidential candidate in a male-dominated space. Does it bother you?
Yes, but I would say it has to take courage for a woman to stand up in this kind of, political environment dominated only by men. It's not easy, but with determination, we can conquer. The women too can do it. So we are here to encourage the men to support us. As a woman, we are mother, we are sisters, we are, wives, we are daughters. So we expect Nigerians to accept that women too can lead. And by doing so, the female gender will take the rightful place in the politics of Nigeria, because when men, there's a say that if you have tried men, let us also try women to see if women can bring a change, a positive change. So that's why we are here. And we believe in God that the Deborah in the Bible wasn't just mentioned as a Christian. So I believe that politics of Nigeria need a woman at this particular time. It shouldn't be men all the time. We should support the women to see that whatever crisis we are in now can be handled by someone who can manage a home, who can manage the family, who can manage,
And you think women are ready for politics?
So,
and you think women are ready for
women are ready
for all of the tussles that go with
Yes, women
politics?
are ready. It's
will not be distracted by family engagement and all of that?
No, women are ready. Let me tell you something.
All right.
The first person to buy from NDP in this general election is a female. And when she came, I told her, I say, women, we have 40% discount to women to encourage them. And she told me, no, ma, I want to purchase my form like every other person. I don't want to be given discount simply because I'm a woman. Because when I win there, I'm going to represent my constituency just like the men. So, and I get to understand her point. And we sold the form to her. And ever since then, she has been doing well. And we've been having countless of women, many other women coming to buy our form, contesting for the same election. So I don't think women belong only to the kitchen.
Well,
we're encouraging them to come out.
Well, a very good narrative there.
Yes.
But in the quest for a greater Nigeria, you've talked about even your ambition, even coming out to contest. But then, if this ambition is you're so passionate about this ambition, why don't you run under perhaps a bigger political platform, like the very popular political platform like the PDP, APC, Labour Party, and the rest of them? Because a lot of people will say right now that your party is relatively a new political party. As such, Nigerians might not be able to entrust the presidency to your party. I'm not speaking the minds of Nigerians right now. I'm just saying. But then, if your ambition is to run for presidency, why not other political platforms?
Okay, I will first of all answer your first question that said, why shouldn't I join the bigger political party? I don't think there is any word called bigger political party, because the tasks are the same. We are going into main general elections at the same time with the so-called bigger political party. And INEC, the registered political party, they are the mother and father of political party in Nigeria. They have never labeled any political party small or big. So I think we are here to win elections and to get Nigerians convinced to join our party. And then secondly, I want to let you know that if any Nigerians or anybody saying that NDP is small or cannot get the vote of Nigeria, the person might be wrong, because we need a new hand, a new leadership, a new face. Because I think Nigerians are fed up with the old face that are more in the old political party. They are fed up also with people who have been giving them promises, making promises, empty promises have never fulfilled. And Nigerians have realized that the current administration of APC have not done so well. They took over from PDP. I think a lot of people are crying now that the PDP government is better, and we are here to give them the best government, the best government.
So if we're to go by structure,
NDP is here to offer Nigeria the best government.
If NDP is to go by structure, does NDP has the structure to be able to capture power right now in the country?
We are about to go
by
into
what we have
campaign
right now across the 8,000 words across the country.
Yes, we are about to go into campaign. And let me tell you something, we are a new political party. Any political party that does not have a structure across Nigeria can never be registered. So for us to come this far, that means we have structure. You're saying at this point that
NDP has 8,000 word members.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
NDP also has representative across the 774
local governments. Oh my God, we have. For INEC to register any political party, you must have structure down to the grassroots. And not only that, we are about to experience a new campaign. The one 2024, is a bygone. So whoever emerged through that platform, let's say between now and next year, Nigeria will come to say, okay, they are demanding for a new leadership. So we've come with a new idea, new ideology, new agenda, new things that will make Nigeria a greater country like every other country.
Well, some of the things you're saying is what it's like another political statement.
No.
Politicians will say that politicians have associated themselves with gorgeous metaphors and idioms that only dilute the pictures created by the ambivalent speeches. And so we should take this to be coming from a politician that you are dissatisfied with the system and you want to fix it. This is the narrative, right?
That's why we are here.
Okay, so that is just the narrative. But then are there practical steps that the NDP even hopes to you want to discuss that with us, how you plan to execute some of the things that you are saying to give Nigerian even a brighter future? Okay.
I want to tell you one thing. If after this interview, I would send a copy of our manifestos to you and you go through it, then you know that we are ready. So that'll be all. Because then next time when you speak about NDP, you will speak about NDP with so much respect, with so much belief, with so much trust that we can do better.
Well, your party recently announced an ambitious target of securing 25% of the votes in at least 2/3 of Nigerian states. Now, given the NDP's present registration, what evidence even convince you right now that this target is achievable?
Sorry, your first question.
25%.
25%.
Yes.
Affirmative action.
Yeah, that's what the NDP is. Your party faithfuls have come out to say that, give or take, the NDP would at least achieve a 25% target across the country. You want to quickly speak on that? What gives you this confidence that your party will be able to hit that target?
Oh, we are working towards that. Like I said, we are a new political party, and there's a plan in place because
and the target is 25%.
The target is more than 25%. We will deliver more than 25%, and watch us after 2027.
Well, your party also advocates for processing Nigerians' natural resources domestically. That's part of one of the things that even caught my attention again. But then, a lot of politicians that come on the show. Let's say we are going to revamp the system. You are a presidential candidate. Are there practical steps that you hope to even achieve some of these revamping of the system? Are there practical steps?
Yes. In the areas of health sectors, insecurity, that has, bewailed Nigerians, making Nigerians wailing, it's a disturbing issue that have confronted Nigerians since this administration, since they came on board. And our party have made sure that we have some strategy. We have seen that a lot of insecurity issues Nigerians are having, and the hunger and the food insecurity also is caused by this insecurity. And we have plans to curb the insecurity as soon as we are voted in. As soon as we come into the system, we will make sure that we put whatever apparatus in place that will make sure that we curb the insecurity. And then you talk about health sectors, we talk about agriculture, we talk about the business aspect of and many other things that Nigerians have been lacking for years. We have all the plans that we have mapped out to curb all these problems, to make sure that Nigerians get a better living like every other country. If you traveled out of this country, that's when you know that we are lacking behind, that our children will come out of school without a job, that our children will come out of school, those that have money would rather sponsor their children abroad to practice what they learned from the university here. So in areas of education also, we want to see that. And then unity. So we focus on uniting Nigerians. We believe in one Nigerian, and we believe we can achieve that. So I believe when we come on board, we'll make sure we put plans in place to make sure that Nigerians unite. That we are speaking outside Yoruba, Igbo as a major language does not mean that we should abandon what makes us Nigeria in the first place. Some believe in this restructure, and some are preaching different political ideology that will make people to vote for them. But we have not come in with that. We want to see how we can bring Nigerians to a round table, the young people, the women, the teachers, the workers, bring everybody to the round table. And then issue of security also. I don't think the present government have done enough. Why is our border open for people to come in and kill our people, kill our young people? So we will address all that when we come on board.
Honorable, I was thinking you also talk about the issue around subsidy. Are there plans to modify or even reverse, or will you retain the subsidy regime? Is it part of your party's plan?
Yes, it's part of our plan. I believe with the skyrocketing price of things in the market is caused by this subsidy of a thing. And I believe Nigerians that are oil producing countries should sell less fuel to their citizens. So when we come on board, we make sure that the price, we will see how we can reduce the price back to the olden days when Goodluck left power. It was good. A considerable amount should be paid for fuel. We shouldn't pay much. And then the subsidy, this what's it called, the power, power sectors and all those things, we make sure that we reduce everything where the ordinary Nigerian can have a decent living. And if the price of fuel is a little bit reduced, that means people can comfortably go to their working places without complaint, because they are not even getting enough paid. So why are they paying so much on transportation? Why are they paying so much on trying to move their goods from one market to the other? So we see to that, and we make sure we do justice to that.
Well, Honorable, from March when your party was recognized by INEC till date, we've barely have not heard your party speaking out, even trying to criticize the government. We've seen the likes of other political parties doing that, challenging the government and policies. Is it that your party is taking another route to address all of this concern? Because right now you're speaking up from the point of insecurity and what you intend doing, but your party does not talk about all of this. We don't get to see press release. Is your party taking another route in addressing those concerns?
Not really. It is because we are new and a lot of work.
So from March till now, your party is not ripe to speak?
No, not so.
Okay.
We have a lot of work on our tables, and these things are not so easy to just it's not easy to just be recognized as a political
party. But you said your party has a structure.
Wait now,
okay,
that's what we are doing. That's where I'm coming from.
So from March, I'm looking at it from March.
Recognized as a political party, and we are faced with a major election.
In March.
Yes. And then as we are doing that, we're also preparing for campaign and so many other things.
So the lives of Nigerians that are being kidnapped, you said you address insecurity. So the lives of Nigerians that are being kidnapped and all of the insecurity issues are not primary concern to your party.
Oh no, it's
and because your party have not spoken out, your party have not come out to you can prove me wrong. I have my research here, and I've been following through to get what your party.
Not really.
Okay, help me. When last did your party speak out on insecurity or challenges in Nigeria?
No, I've addressed security more than I've addressed AIT, yes, on a press release and all that. But really, we have not really put much attention to, going into press and all that. Believe that we should work. Then when we come out, people will know that we are out. But, part of the insecurity that has been happening, my publicity, the spokesperson of the party, I think he has been on air a couple of times. So you should do research about him. His name is Don.
Yeah, I've been following through because we've been following Nwachukwu for a while.
Yes,
and most of the interviews he has granted to various media houses we've been following through. But then it tends to be a one-sided conversation where a party like yours that you said it's promising and it's going to revamp and change the entire system of Nigeria and some of the bright ideas that you're coming up with. Of course, one would have expected that the party is also on the forefront of championing the cause for a new Nigeria.
Yes.
But then these things have become very low, very constituent.
My dear brother.
So I'm curious at this point, if the NDP is not challenging the status quo, can Nigerians trust the NDP?
Yes, Nigerians should trust us because we will give them reason to trust us.
When they don't speak, when the party doesn't speak.
Just let me talk.
All right, please go ahead.
You asked a question and I'm trying to answer. So what I'm trying to say is that, we don't believe in just criticizing. We don't believe in criticizing. We are here to work. And that is why we pick up the challenge to register a political party, contest, have Nigeria to contest under our elections. And we're not just giving our ticket to anyhow person. We give our ticket to men and women of integrity and men and women of, people who are really, really angry to change the narrative. So we are here to do whatever we can to make sure we change the narrative. I don't believe in going to media, criticizing our country, our dear nations, every time. We have already, posted a bad light to most of the things that are happening because of most of the things that are happening in Nigeria. Other countries does not respect our country. So I don't believe in going to on air because if you go there to begin to say things that are happening, it is when we are registering this political party that I get to realize that a whole village, a ward in my local government are being chased out of their dwelling places, that is their ancestral home, by these terrorists. So how do we go about, crying always on air and there's no solution? It mustn't be, people coming out to show that you love somebody does not mean that you come out to talk about it. Why not work in silence and see what we can do to change the narrative? Instead of going on air talking and doing this, doing that.
Okay, so your
saying all
party
sorts of
is
things,
taking
criticizing
another path to
yes,
address
we are planning.
all of those concerns.
We are planning in order to save Nigeria of this menace, these things that are happening that you and I does not like. The only way to go about it is to come out and do something. It's for young people like you, brilliant people like you, to come out, pick up our form and contest for election. But we didn't see you. Talk to your friends to come out and contest.
Let's leave it at that point. That
and we have youth and women. We have youth and women.
Well, honorable, I'm a journalist, so
no, we have youth and women.
Yes,
many youth and women. Some of them, when we see the sincerity in them, we see the dreams, that is the aspiration in them to change things. We give them form. Some of them got our form free. Yes.
Well, honorable, there is this conversation that says that the NDP is built around you, and you are the face of the party. You are the presidential candidate of the party. You are the all in the party. Help us even understand: is the NDP about you? Does it revolve around your person?
No, my dear. NDP does not revolve around me alone.
You are the founder.
Yes.
You are the presidential candidate.
It's not a crime to found a political party.
You are the founder. You are also the presidential candidate.
Yes. Is it a crime to found a political party?
So you're saying it's not built around you?
No. Yes. It's not a crime to form a political party. It is that dream, that anger that that are in the heart of Nigerians that made me to come out to take up the challenge, and we will see to that.
You don't think any other person is competent enough to run
Why not?
for the presidential election?
The presidential election, our ticket was open. It was open till.
But there was a consensus under the consensus arrangement. You emerged as it was a consensus arrangement.
There's no one that came to bought the form at the time. The party decided that okay, you have been our leader and you are leading us well, and we trust you. We believe in your leadership. Why not just go and represent us as the presidential candidate, so that you can be filled as the presidential candidate and voted for? So that's what happened. It's not that someone was there and we deprived the person. Has you ever heard anybody coming to say we deprived the person to contest under our election? No.
You don't think that probably the whispers within the party is like you are the all in the party?
No, it's not so. It's not so. You should say that you are not being fair to us. And if anybody should say that, the person should come to ask why I became the presidential candidate. It was people. It was my people. In fact, I resisted it in the first place because I felt it's a kind of big responsibility on my own side. It wasn't my plan to become the presidential candidate of my party. I didn't want it. But, I don't have any choice. When the people say go, I have to listen to them because I'm representing the people.
Well, so how do you respond to critics that right now hold sway to the opinion that the process didn't actually test your popularity? And as such, if the popularity was not tested, the NDC might not be able, the NDP, I beg your pardon, might not be able to present a strong force that Nigerian can reckon with.
No, it's not so. It's not so. Do you believe that a party formed, by Nigerians, ordinary Nigerians, there is no one among us that have been in the government, that have had the privilege of being a governor or a senator or anybody. We are just an ordinary Nigerians that have come together to have a political party, a platform for the young people and women. And, by doing so, we should be encouraged. We should be applauded. We should be, we should be in that, in that book of record that, people like this, could come together to form a political party, a kind of a party, a national political party that, just emerged and through the struggle of a woman. And that is why my people, they're kind of, very, 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 very assured, and they kind of have confidence in me that I could represent them, in the pool, and they will make sure that they will vote for me. They work to make sure that I I become the president of Nigeria by the will of God, by God's willing. I will be there. I will be there, and all I need is encouragement from Nigeria, from the young people, from the women, from our elders, from our leaders, to see that this isn't just a political party. It's a party that is formed to wipe the tears of Nigerians.
A party formed to wipe the tears of Nigerians.
Yes.
Speaking of wiping the tears of Nigeria,
yes,
there are basic concerns that Nigerians are even raising right now. First concern is around the issue around the public debt, which continues to attract debate. Borrowing from the current administration. Of course, borrowing from different government administrations has become like a recurring phenomenon and a common decimal factor in Nigerian body politics. Every administration finds a way around it to just borrow.
Okay.
But your party, you said your party is coming out to change those narratives.
Yes.
Again, will your party borrow to fix Nigeria?
Never. Even, with our meager resources that we have, many politicians, most of these political parties, if you ask them how do they conduct their primary, and if you get to listen to them, you will marvel. Our party is the only party, that believe in management. And if we can manage the party, a political party, without any governors or senator, anybody financing us or giving us, support, and we're able to bring the party to this level, that means we can manage Nigeria. And then let me tell you the easiest way for Nigeria not to borrow. Why should we borrow when we have enough? Just like being in the water and get to be crying of water to wash your face when soap enter your eyes. It is not fair. The government should come out to do something, bring out a innovative idea in order to stop this borrowing, disgracing Nigeria and going to other countries, to countries that should come to borrow from us. We are going to them to borrow. Why is it that, okay, look at, I want to tell you something. I've traveled to other countries. When you see ordinary taxi, it's a government, it's a white collar job to some people. Government runs, taxi transportation, country like Ethiopia and all those things, they depend on transportation and they are rich. If you go to their country, you see things that you have never seen in this country. And see Ghana here. I've not been to Ghana, but the story I hear from people, the story I keep hearing from people is that Ghana is far better, more beautiful than Nigeria. And then we are oil producing country. What happened to our refineries? There's something that someone was telling me. He said, madam, look, we have faith in you. If you get there, we know we are there. And I was like telling the person, say, no, say, look at this fuel. How can one explain that you use 1,400 naira of 1,350 to buy a liter of fuel? Why should we go through that hardship? And why should people, the tailors in the market, when they talk to you, they talk to you with passion. And some of them will tell you that whatever they make goes to food, feeding, and paying of bills, light bills. Why should it be so? So there are a lot to be done. We shouldn't be borrowing when we have gold deposited in our country. We have, mineral resources. We have, a lot. And we have resourceful men and women. So why should you borrow? If you go to those of them that go to abroad or London, all those developed country for medical reasons, you will see that when you go to their hospital there, you see Nigerians, you see more Nigerians than their citizens, because we have very, very, very brilliant men, young men and women traveling out of the country to offer this service to other countries. And we are calling ourselves, giant of Africa.
Well, Honorable Ada, you said your party did not borrow and has never borrowed, of course. But then a publication by Ahmed Tijani Ramalan gave details of how your party has been funded. That your party was funded by by the likes of Barrister Nyesom Wike.
No.
That's why I asked you
I told you
if he's
a false.
affiliated
No.
to.
It's
But
totally false. That story is not true.
This is the story making the round. Of
Even-
course, that publication is out, and it's a detailed publication that says that your party is being funded by the likes of Wike, by the likes of Sandy or no. Now,
No.
you say they're not the ones funding your party.
It's pure lies.
But then your party has not replied, has not even reacted to that statement. Apart from now that you were talking about it, how then do we even corroborate this information? If it's not correct and your party is not speaking, can we say that it is the truth?
Okay, they have said a lot of things about Wike, and some say he's in APC, some say he's in PDP, and now they are saying he's in our party, he's funding my party. How would you believe that Wike, who is in APC and in PDP, funding NDP? It's not true.
But the article says as an alternative.
No, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. I was even accused by one of these presidential candidates of the so-called, one of this party. I don't want to mention their name. And they asked, he told me that, they said there's a story that your party is affiliated to Wike. I say, it's a lie. It's a lie, pure lie, And if anybody want to know how our party came about or what we are doing and if you want to know more about our party, please come to our office and have a conversation with me, and I'll tell you. Wike has nothing to do with our party. That does not mean that I'm against him, but he has nothing to do with our party.
It does not fund your party.
It's not funding our party.
It does not contribute to your party.
It does not contribute.
It does not give free will donation to your party.
To our party.
It does not support in ideas and also policies.
Never.
To your party.
He don't even talk to me. So why should?
Do you have a personal relationship with him?
Not really. He's from my former party, but I do not have anything whatsoever with him. Never. It's a lie. It's all pure lies.
You're saying it's a lie, but the article is out there, and your party has never spoken about it.
We do not speak about it because then we are even having issues, So there's no way we can talk about something that does not. We will be giving credit to that guy. If not that you mentioned him, I don't want to talk about it because I know it's a lie.
Well, yes. Let's move on to talk about other pressing national issues, right? Now, when it has to do with policy. Now, if we look at the country, minority or not too popular political parties right now are taking a stand when it has to do with 2027 elections. Now, it tends to be everybody's towing the same path right now, and the goal is to fix Nigeria. The goal is to unseat the current administration. But looking at this administration, the policies, looking at the old structures and what is playing out, is it that we are having issues with the policies or the implementation of the policies, or what is the administration even getting it right, and what does your party even intend to do to address all of those concerns?
Actually, it's up to them. Politics is a game of interest, and I cannot talk for other political parties. I can only talk for my party, NDP. And NDP that I know, we are here to win elections, to be voted for and to vote others too. And our members have cut across Nigerians. And though we are new, but I think we are one of the most vibrant political parties for now. You may not want that. You may not want to hear that. But I told you we are working in silence. We are charging you now, my brother, to do more investigation about us, and then also the concerning policy, the government policy. I think they are not doing enough. They are not doing enough because a country where you see, you say 100% of, almost everybody, even those that are in the government, they are complaining. So I don't think they are doing
enough. Is it a policy challenge? Because some of the policies by previous government before now, Nigerians tend to have a very beautiful policy. You
Yes.
are a presidential candidate, so let's take it from the policy. Is it the
Yes,
policy issues,
yes, the
or
policy issue.
or it is the implementation issue?
It's both policy issue and implementation. Like the previous government you talk about, the government of the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, may God bless him, because I think that was the time Nigerians have a president they can be proud of. Honestly speaking, I don't know, because of, one of the things that he wanted to do that I thought Buhari will implement, will implement, and maybe will take, take up the challenge from where he stopped, was the confab he put together to make sure that Nigerians have a brighter future. And that was not handled enough. If that would have been well handled, because we have professors, people of goodwill, coming together for the first time to draw up, a kind of, a roadmap for Nigerians to be greater. By now we wouldn't be crying, fuel, petrol, insecurity, and so many on and so on and so forth. But they refuse to implement it. That confab this thing.
Report.
Yes, report. So I believe if our government should come on board, we are going to do much, to have a roundtable discussions, in how to implement, policies that will be made available for Nigerians. And I think our party, we are ready. We are ready. I just want Nigerians to know that we are ready.
Okay, ready it is. Before I let you go, because I've been thinking that our time is fast spent, if elected a president of Nigeria, would you commit to quarterly nationwide media briefings where journalists can ask questions? Now, this is my constituency, where journalists can ask questions or without even pre-screened questions. Will you be committed to
Yes, of course.
all of those interactions?
Of course.
Because we realize that these things sound very interesting when you talk to us here, but when you get into office, it becomes a very big challenge, because we don't get to see politicians. At that point, politicians and journalists become two loggerhead and rivals.
No.
So we can trust that when you emerge as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yes, I know. One thing I love about, engaging journalists is you get to know the minds of Nigerians. And right now, as we are speaking through this interview, I've seen that you are not just speaking, asking questions. You are asking questions that Nigerians are asking every day. You are asking questions that Nigerians are asking every day. And without asking me this question, you won't get any answers from me. So it's very important for anybody who claims to be leader to be able to speak to the people whenever they are called to. So I think it is a very important thing for us to, dialogue, talk, exchange ideas, from time to time. I will be made available anytime, any day you call on me, I'll be there.
Well, Honorable Ada Frederick, I wish we have more time to still discuss, but again, like I said, we have been signaled that our time is fast spent. Before I let you go, just put it on the record, I'm not a politician. I'm a journalist. And I don't have interest in taking the NDP form, just to set the record straight. But we wish the NDP well in the 2027 elections, because we know that is going to be one very interesting elections. But I want to say thank you so much for finding out time to be with us here on kORERO.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for having me here.
Well, viewers, this is how far we can go tonight on the show. Do not forget that you can leave your thoughts, you can leave your comments on our various social media handle currently showing on your screen. And you can also download the RapidTV app from your Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. My name is Godwin Sunday. Always remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Do enjoy the rest of your night rest. Bye for now.